Was our Tyler's back with the retro reviews here on Tyler's retro reviews with the last August tradition pay per view for this year in Payback 2014. I had a strange year this year. Not for any of the right reasons. Anyways, let's just get this over with and talk about what's for September. Like I said, it'll be Unforgiven 10-6, which is gonna be next week's review. Then it'll be TNA No Surrender 2011, continuing the train of 2011 pay-per-views for TNA I hadn't talked about, as well as the 2006 ones, which I'm not gonna go back to until Genesis 2006. Then TNA Victory Road 2004, which is the first TNA 3-hour pay-per-view after their weekly pay-per-views ended, which I will. And WWE Night Champions 2015. Now it's for October. You will see No Mercy 1999 and TNA Bound for Glory 2011. I will squeeze in one Halloween Havoc this year. It might be 1994 again. And I might do one Money in the Bank review this year, but I'm going to be perfectly honest. Money in the Bank should just be... They should just cancel Money in the Bank and just bring back Halloween Havoc for October. But they didn't. Money in the Bank to me is a dead pay-per-view already. Actually, fuck that. It has been a dead pay-per-view since 2019. And no, I am not doing 2019's Money in the Bank. That show, fuck that pay-per-view. Sorry for that. Mercedes Mays winning the fucking AEW Women's Championship. She's gonna dance all over my grave. I lost. Fuck me. Where was I? Oh yeah, Payback 2014. It was a decent paper. It was a solid enough pay-per-view, but you think today is... If you're thinking, oh, 2026 sucked in all ways, 2014 is worse. Because, yeah, 2026 may not be the best year. Let's be fair here. It's been a... I'm not going into the whole thing. No, 2014 is... I think it's one of the worst years in WWE history. Well, it's not the worst. I think of 2007, 2019, or 2010 as one of the worst years. And I think of other worst times. I'd rather go back to watch WWE 2000 than WWE 2014. Anyways, let's get into Payback 2014 and get done with this. I will get back to the movie reviews Saturday with the Rugrats movie review. I will review Dora Save the Mermaids video game review also Tuesday, perhaps, because I did BA Kids. That game is not that... That game is, like, for kids, really. I'll talk about it, but then again, that game is not... It's not, like, bad. It's just... There's, like... I'll get to that, okay? It's a fun game still, but still. Let's get into it. June 1st at the Allstate Arena in Chicago, Illinois. And all honestly, they should not go back to Chicago with this pay-per-view when this happened, because this was right after CM Punk left for 9 years. And yeah, I said 9 years because Punk came back at Survivor Series 3 years ago. But then he had that little... Whatever. And also, a fun fact, it was the first WWE pay-per-view since Armageddon in 2006 that did not feature a World Championship match. Because Daniel Bryan had a neck injury, and they did this whole segment where if he's going to either surrender the titles or his wife Brie would get fired. Well, she quit for nothing. Wait. Backtrack. That whole thing set up the SummerSlam between her and Stephanie McMahon. What the fuck was WWE in 2014, literally? And here we are 12 years later, the belts are still a fucking thing in WWE television. They're old news. It's 6 minutes already, and I hadn't talked about the fucking matches yet. Yeah. They didn't live for nothing for Bryan. The belts became vacated and went to a ladder match in Money in the Bank where Cena won it. If you know that, watch my Money in the Bank 2014 review back 2 years ago. I already talked about it. That show was bad. Period. That is, was bad. Again, what the fuck was WWE in 2014, literally? Like, ever since... Yeah, I think ever since Undertaker's streak broke, it's either that or HSL's career ending at the Royal Rumble this year. Two things I will never, ever let go. Yeah, that's part of the reason why I think 2026 was terrible for me, because I don't want to see HSL on my TV screen again. Fuck Gunther. Also, there's supposed to be a match between Kofi Kingston and Bo Dallas. It didn't happen because Kane attacked Kofi Kingston. Why? I have no fucking idea why that happened. Again, what the fuck was WWE in this time period? Okay, it's been 7 fucking minutes. I hadn't talked about the matches. It's 8 minutes now. Let's talk about the matches finally. Sorry about that whole fucking delays. Let's get into this match, the pay-per-view matches finally. For the United States Championship, Sheamus defeats Cesaro to retain the United States Championship. It was actually a good United States title match, but I felt like WWE dropped the ball with Sheamus this past 2 years since he came back. I feel like he should have been the one to dethrone Gunther for the Intercontinental Championship. Again, fuck Gunther. Again, it was a solid enough. It was a really good United States title match. And yeah, I give it a 7 out of 10. You know, Sheamus reversed the. He got that swing and all that, you know. There's that. Anyways, then we have Ryback's. Oh, Curtis Axel and that fucking Goldberg ripoff. Ryback. Fuck him. Defeats Cody Rhodes and Goldust. Afterwards, Cody Rhodes says, "You need a better partner than me," which brings us Start. No, 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 no. No, I'm just Sorry. I'm just... What the fuck was... Again, like I said before, what the fuck was this year? A 3. I already talked about the whole thing with Kofi and Bo. Moving on. Oh wait, Rusev did defeat Big E by submission. It was just 3 minutes. That was it. 2 out of 10. I'll give it. And there's that. Anyways, then we got for the Intercontinental Championship. Bad News Barrett defeats Rob Van Dam to retain the Intercontinental Championship. It was another good match, but there's another person who dropped the ball with Wade Barrett. Because injuries and all that. Hey, at least he had a better gig as a commentator and all that. RVD was just there at this point. Why did he came back to WWE at this point? Seriously, why did he came back? Just to job out in every pay-per-view match? Like, did he win a pay-per-view match since he came back at Money Bank in 2013? I don't think he did. I give it a 6.5 out of 10 because... Man. This is getting depressing to look at this whole thing. But anyways, moving on to a last man standing match. John Cena defeats Bray Wyatt. Speaking of depressing, it was still depressing to see Bray Wyatt because he's no longer with us. But this was a really good last man standing match. But this feud could have been better. It could have elevated Bray Wyatt something. I mean, yeah, he won the WWE Championship. He could have held it longer. But no, he had to drop the belt to Randy just for him to drop it to fucking Jinder Mahal of all people. I mean, yeah. It was a really good last man standing match, but this feud could have been better, in my opinion. There were a lot of table spots. And all that. You know, Cena won by I'm sorry, this is PG in this whole thing. AA's. Bray Wyatt threw a equipment box and put another one on top of that. He does the You Can't See Me, does it afterwards, which, okay, that was a cool finish and all, but yeah. 8 out of 10 I'll give it. It was this and the main event are probably the two best matches on this pay-per-view, and yeah, I mean, still, 8 out of 10 I'll give it. So, and then we get to I'm quick going through this Divas Championship match. Paige beats Alicia Fox by submission. Nothing to talk about it. It's just, it was a dead spot. Another 3. Moving on to the main event. It's a no holds barred elimination match of the Shield of Dean Ambrose, Roman Reigns, and Seth Rollins defeats Evolution of Batista, Randy Orton, and Triple H. This was another awesome match. The one nitpick, one, 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 one nitpick. Why do they have to do the tag motion in a no-holds-barred match? Let them go loose. It's no-holds-barred, no rules. But then that whole stupid thing with the tags and all that, then they went loose and all that. And the eliminations came, it was a clean sweep, really. Batista was out first. Also, this was the birth of Blue Tista because he came out in blue gear. I have no idea why. Then Randy Orton was eliminated, and then it came down to 3-on-1, and Triple H was the last one to get eliminated. So it was a clean sweep, really. Still, this was the best match on the show, and literally this was just a one-match show with this match. Literally. A 9 out of 10 I'll give it. It's the best match on this pay-per-view. It was honestly better than their Extreme Rules match, the previous pay-per-view. Then let's to the next night on Raw, before I get to the overall thoughts on this pay-per-view. The next night on Raw, Batista left again. Because this second round did not work. And I honestly felt bad for Batista at this time, because he came back at a really bad time period, really. Again, why brought back Batista in 2014 when you literally had Daniel Bryan going to be the champion anyways? And then later that same night on Raw, the Shield, no more. Because Seth Rollins turned heel on both Roman and Seth. And the Shield basically died on that night. And again, I think it was the right time to break them up. And all that. You know, Triple H says there's always a plan B. That led to Seth Rollins turn heel, and he becomes Money in the Bank at Mr. Money in the Bank at Money in the Bank, and wins the WWE Championship at WrestleMania. So there's that. So all in all, it was a solid pay-per-view, but like I said before, 2014 was not a good year for WWE. Like, not at all. I don't think... From 2010, like I said, from 2010 to 2015 was a dry period for me, really. So, overall, it was a 6.5 out of 10 pay-per-view. Yeah, it was... Like I said, a solid pay-per-view, but it's one that just... Watch it once, and don't see it again, really. Like I said, next week is WWE Unforgiven 2006. We're going back to 2006, but not in TNA. The WWE, that is. I want to talk about this pay-per-view because for the TLC match for the WWE Championship, and yeah. Like, I want to watch something better, really. Like a Final Resolution 2006 or a WWE Bash to the Beach 1978 again. Then 2014 WWE. Oh my god. So, yeah, next week, it's Unforgiven 2006. And, like, after that, it'll be Payback 2000... Oh, no, wait. TNA No Surrender 2011. Then TNA Victory Road 2004. And then WWE 9 Championship 2015, which is a really depressing main event. I'm done for now. Like this video, comment below, subscribe to this channel, and click the notification bell, as well as my main channel, and we're done. Bye-bye.